I remember the sound first, the sirens. They weren't screaming yet, just circling, searching, like wolves sniffing for something that had already bled out. Grandma's voice had cracked on the phone. She never called me at midnight, not since Grandpa died. I could hear her trying not to cry. "Don't go home, Eli. Please, just don't." I pulled over near the gas station by Ridgeview Road. The red and blue lights flickered a few blocks ahead, swallowing the house I grew up in. My house. I didn't move, didn't breathe, just listened to the static hum through the phone. And for the first time in months, I smiled. 6 months ago, if you'd told me I'd be smiling while cops raided my home, I'd have called you insane. Back then, I believed in fairness, in family. I believed in her, Sophie, my wife, my partner, my undoing. She was the kind of woman who made people lean in when she spoke, sharp, warm, disarming. I used to say she could turn poison into perfume with one smile. And I meant it. We built everything together. The house, the business, the illusion of forever. But forever is a fragile thing. It cracks in silence before it shatters out loud. It started with small things, missed calls, late nights, the scent of cologne that wasn't mine. I noticed, but I didn't confront. I wanted to be sure. I'm a man who believes in evidence, not emotions. Then came the message. A single photo sent by mistake to our shared laptop. Her. And my best friend, Mark. Laughing, shirtless, drunk on each other. That was the day I stopped loving her and started studying her. I didn't rage, didn't throw things, didn't cry. That's what she expected. She thought I'd crumble so she could control the narrative. Poor Eli, the insecure husband, the broken man. But I played my role. I cooked dinner, kissed her goodnight, watched her sleep. And every night after, I planned. I learned her routines, her passwords, her financial secrets. She thought I was too trusting to check. She was wrong. What she didn't know was that I'd already moved the business funds into a separate account under my name months earlier. Legal protection, I told her at the time. She'd laughed and signed. I began recording things, conversations, bank transfers, photos. Enough to turn sympathy into suspicion on her, not me. Then I reached out to an old friend of mine, a detective named Ray who owed me a favor. 3 weeks before tonight, I filed an anonymous tip, money laundering, fraud, using my company's name, using her digital signature. Ray didn't ask questions. He just passed it along to the Financial Crimes Unit. Meanwhile, I played the doting husband. We took selfies, she posted pictures, hashtag power couple, hashtag grateful, hashtag love. Behind those captions were forged invoices and falsified transfers, all under her name. I made sure she saw me working late every night, thinking I was distracted. But really, I was leaving trails, ones that led right back to her laptop, her accounts, her login. By the time she realized something was off, it was too late. I deleted the backups and mailed the evidence, real and fabricated, to the state attorney's office. The letter was signed, "A concerned husband." I knew the raid would happen tonight. I didn't plan for Grandma to find out, though. She must have heard the police chatter on her scanner. She called before I could explain. Sweet woman thought I was in danger, but I wasn't. I watched from the gas station window as officers swarmed my street, kicking down the door I'd once painted with her favorite color, hauling out hard drives, boxes. Sophie, barefoot, screaming at them. She looked small, powerless. Mark wasn't there, of course. He vanished weeks ago, once the fake transfers I'd arranged under his alias started surfacing. He's probably halfway to Mexico now, wondering why the FBI is calling him. I took another sip of coffee and watched the reflection of blue lights ripple across my windshield. It felt like peace. By morning, the headlines would read, "Local woman and business partner accused of fraud and embezzlement." My name wouldn't appear once. I'd already given my statement to Ray days ago, playing the stunned, heartbroken husband who just wanted the truth. My digital trail? Clean. Every file backed by fake metadata I created months in advance. They'll seize everything under her name: the cars, the house, the accounts. But the offshore funds, the ones I secured before the storm, they're untouchable. Funny thing about betrayal, it teaches you the difference between revenge and justice. One burns fast, the other lasts. I drove to Grandma's that night. She opened the door, eyes red, hands trembling. "You're safe," she whispered. I hugged her and said, "So are you." Then I looked past her, into the quiet of that small living room, and realized I wasn't angry anymore. Sophie would spend the next decade trying to prove she was innocent. Mark would keep running from ghosts that weren't chasing him. And me? I'd sleep soundly, knowing.